Hey everyone, it's Carolyn. I'm an empath and psychic, and today I have a super exciting tarot unboxing. So I have the Villains Tarot deck. And so this was made by Minerva Sigil, and the artwork is by 𝐹𝑙𝑖𝑝. So I'm super excited to be unboxing this deck today. If you know me, you know that I love Disney, and more importantly than that, I love Disney villains. I actually have this office sign that says "Welcome Foolish Mortals" that I got from Disney. And so really, I've been super intrigued by Disney villains, and I love the fact that there's a tarot deck with them, because I'm always relating cards, if you watch my other unboxing videos, to Disney magic or Disney villains or the vibes of them. And so now that I have a deck that's actually inspired by them, I feel like I'm going to connect super well with them. So I want to say that right off the bat, the box feels very sturdy and it's super beautiful. It has some Disney villains on the front here, and then if you flip it upright, it has the apple from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and on the side it says Villains Tarot Deck and Guidebook, and then the back tells you a little bit more information and shows you some examples of the tarot cards. And so when we first open up the guidebook, we have a little bit of an introduction explaining how the Disney villains relate to the tarot cards and how you can work with them and how they're misunderstood even if they are complicated. And my favorite part is on the end, it says, "The truth might hurt, but it will be the truth you need. All we can say is be prepared." And that's one of my favorite Disney songs. And then when we get to the major arcana, it has a page to show the card, and then it tells you what card it is, and it tells you a little bit about it, and then the upright and reverse meanings. And then when we get to the minor arcana, the cards are a little bit smaller. You have the name of the card and then the upright and the reverse meanings. And then towards the end of the guidebook, it explains how to work with these cards and how to connect with yourself. And then you have a couple of different spreads. And so you have the Poison Apple Tarot spread, and that looks like it's a 4-card spread. And it's designed to give you insight and advice when you're faced with a challenging situation. And then you have the Diamond in the Rough spread, and this is a 3-card spread. And it says that this tarot spread is designed to reveal what area of your life you need to work on in order to reach your full potential. And then you have Ursula's Cauldron Tarot spread, and this is a 5-card spread. And this is to help you avoid any dilemmas or setbacks or obstacles and bypass them so that you get your end goal without having to go through hard lessons. So my impressions of the guidebook, I really like it. I think it's very informative. I think that this is better for more intermediate to advanced readers because the guidebook does break things down, but I feel like there are more in-depth decks for beginners. But if you are someone who knows a baseline of tarot knowledge and you like Disney villains, I would say this is the deck for you. Or if you were someone who likes Disney villains, I would say you could still learn with this deck, but you might have to do research in other ways. So for the back of the card, you have this purple background, and you have this dark purple and then this lighter purple on top that's a little bit faded, and it definitely gives me the sense of the villains, but at the same time, if I just saw the back of these cards, it wouldn't scream Disney villain to me personally, because it is more of a subtle design. And I want to point out that the cards are matte and they seem pretty durable. So first impressions, I love that Kronk is a fool. It makes so much sense if you know his character, and he literally embodies like making mistakes but yet stumbling your way into victory. And I really feel like there's not a better Disney villain to be the fool. And then for the magician, you have Dr. Facilier. And this makes so much sense because in the movie, he does practice tarot and he is kind of the magician. So I'm just not sure how I feel about Maleficent being the High Priestess, because as much as I love this card, and Maleficent's one of my favorite villains, I actually have multiple things of Maleficent because I love her that much. I just feel like when I think of the High Priestess, I think of intuition, trusting yourself. And to me, I don't think of that with Maleficent. I think of her more being as a powerful energy. Just because when I think of Maleficent, I don't so much think about the feminine energy. I think more about the masculine energy. But that could just be my own personal preference. But as someone who's like such a big fan of Maleficent, I just don't know if I feel like her energy fits this card. But I still love this card nonetheless, and it's super stunning. I love this Hierophant card. I love that they chose the mayor from Zootopia because that is Hierophant energy. It makes so much sense to me with her energy and the way that she is very methodical and the way that she tries to be very like structured with the rules and stuff and does things in a very intense way. Makes so much sense for this energy. I love it. So for the Lovers card, it was switched to True Love, and we have Ursula as Vanessa, and then we have Ariel and Eric. And I believe that in this card, Vanessa is in the middle of transforming back into Ursula. So I love that the Wheel of Fortune is another reference to Maleficent. I think this makes a lot more sense for the Wheel of Fortune to literally be the spindle from Sleeping Beauty, where that literally represents the fortune of Aurora's fate. I love this Justice card. I actually rewatched Big Hero 6 like a couple days ago, and so this is so fitting, especially because Justice, it's talking about that moral dilemma and not knowing what to do with the situation, not knowing what karma is right, and that makes so much sense with Dr. Callaghan. And then we have the Death card, and of course Hades has to represent the Death card because he literally is the god of the underworld. Of course the tower is represented by Rapunzel's actual tower. I love that they put the evil queen here because you have these 7 wands, almost like these 7 dwarves trying to protect Snow White against her. I love that for the wand suits, the wands were depicted as actual magical wands. This is one of my favorite scenes ever, and it's really fitting to be the 7 of coins because the 7 of coins is all about like planting seeds and getting the plans rolling for your future goals, and that's what's going on here is he's letting everyone know the plan. I'm really loving all the depictions of number 7 in this deck because I feel like all the symbols for them are really like paying homage to the original movie that they're from, and I feel like they fit really well because here it's symbolizing that betrayal of breaking the shoes so Cinderella can't go off with the prince. I love this 8 of Swords because you have Scar being trapped by all the hyenas, and the 8 of Swords is becoming trapped by your own doing and keeping yourself stuck and stagnant. And so Scar literally created this situation for him, and that's what it's representing. Gaston is the Knight of Cups, and this is so fitting because throughout the movie Gaston is trying to chase after Belle, and he's trying to get to be with Belle, and even when he faces rejection he doesn't take no for an answer. And the Knight of Cups is very determined, and so he just fits that energy. So I just got done shuffling the cards. I would say that if you do the overhand shuffle, they shuffle really nicely. But if you're doing the ripple shuffle, they are a little bit stiff. I feel like that's going to change as you use these decks more, but that's just something to be prepared for when you first get it. So for my final impressions of these cards, I really love them, and I'm actually taking back what I said earlier when I said I think it's for intermediate to advanced. I think beginners could use this deck, and I think the reason for that is that it helps you understand the meaning of tarot. So if you don't understand tarot, relating to these cards might help you understand. So for example, just like with the star card here, how we have the magic mirror on it, the magic mirror will tell people the truth, and with the star card that represents clarity. So if someone doesn't really understand what the star card means, they might be able to understand it better by having an image they can relate to. So I would say if you were someone where you really like Disney or you really like Disney villains, that this could help you understand tarot cards better. But I feel like if you're someone with very little knowledge about Disney and the villains, it wouldn't be very helpful for you. I feel like this deck is really suited for people who are buying it because they resonate with the cards, or for people who already know a little bit about tarot. So I feel like it's a really good deck for its niche, but I would say if you don't know either of those things really well, get a different beginner friendly deck and then you can always get this one. But if you really want to try and learn this one, I think you can. I don't think it's going to be extra difficult because the guidebook is very informative. It just is more of a basic understanding. So if you want something to go a little bit more in depth, if you're someone who has trouble understanding tarot, this isn't going to be able to give you everything you need to know, but it is going to be able to keep you informed. And so I would really recommend this deck. I think the cards are beautiful, and I really think it's going to be a great addition to my collection. So let me know what your thoughts on this deck are. You can also give this video a big thumbs up and share with others. I'm gonna have more videos of mine linked in the cards above, including my whole unboxing playlist where I unbox tarot and oracle decks. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you part of this family. I'm gonna be posting zodiac readings next week where I actually use these cards. So if you want to see me read with these, definitely make sure that you are subscribed, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I post multiple videos a week, including more unboxing videos like this and zodiac readings that will be coming out next week. I also do pick a pile readings and collective readings along with educational videos to help you all in your spiritual journeys. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Have a good one. Bye.